All right, so that's all of the guest reviewer questions.
Yep.
Now we're coming on to the ones that I posted. And the first question that I posted is, what is the most essential piece of clothing in the Walker apocalypse?
I'm going to say leather jacket.
Okay.
It's functional. It keeps you warm and when it's cold. It stops walker bites. Yeah, leather jacket.
Okay, well, let's assume now, okay, we're in Dallas and Atlanta the weather is fairly close. They have a little bit more snow in the winter time, but think about year round, okay? That leather jacket is going to be heavy in the summertime.
True.
It's going to be, hot as fuck.
True.
And, one piece of clothing now.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you could be walking around naked but without a leather jacket.
Well, I mean,
with a leather jacket.
All right.
Okay.
A leather jumpsuit then.
Well,
I mean,
okay.
I'm just saying,
Okay, so
I'm just saying leathers.
leather jacket, okay, or leather pants.
Yeah, or leather pants,
okay.
or leathers, like maybe a good set of riding leathers.
Okay, well.
So yes, it would be hot. It would be hot as hell. Absolutely, yes.
Well, I'm gonna go with a good set of steel-toed work boots.
Oh man. That is good. I should have said that. That's good. That's good. Yes.
Well, and here's my whole thing about that. And the reason that I asked this question is because of what happened to Gabriel, and that is stepped on a nail.
Right.
By the way, I just got a tetanus shot the other day, so I don't have to worry about that turning me into a zombie.
That's good.
But here's the thing, my friend was just talking to me about this, how she stepped on a nail and she was wearing cowboy boots.
Yeah.
So you can talk about boots, all different kinds of boots, but when you think about steel-toed boots, first of all, you're going to find them at every Kmart and every Target and every Walmart and all of that.
Yep.
Every culture every city has steel-toe boots everywhere.
Yep. You got to make sure you get the ones with the plate though.
Well,
as well.
and that's what I was going with now, is that not only is it a steel-toe boot, but there's a plate that's sandwiched in between some of the layers, and that's for stepping on nails. And so not only is it keeping you from getting your getting tetanus, but it's also a steel-toe boot which you can use to kick in a walker skull.
Yep.
Or you can use to kick in a predator human skull.
Yep.
And that's the whole thing is I would rather be naked wearing a pair of steel-toed boots than a leather jacket.
All right, you win, man. You win.
Okay, the next question is about a concept that has been evolving throughout the series, and that is the concept of a safe haven or a constantly moving lifestyle. So you've got the first thing that we need to talk about is the examples, which is prison, which was always a target.
Right.
You've got Woodbury that seemed pretty safe, but you had a lot of shenanigans behind the scenes.
Dirty deeds.
Yeah. Then you had Terminus, where they were preying on people.
Yeah, eating people.
And then you have the hospital, where they're pretty much raping and enslaving people.
Very rapey hospital.
Yeah,
very rapey hospital.
Slave and rape.
Yeah.
General hospital.
Yeah.
So that's the arguments against staying put.
Yeah. My particular preference is stay mobile.
Okay, hold on a second.
Okay.
Now the counter argument is when you're mobile, you are constantly having to kill walkers every day for the rest of your life.
True.
And you're always looking over your shoulder for predator humans.
Yeah.
So,
all right. But here's the thing. Okay. So let's look at the numbers real quick. In the series, we have seen about, I'd say, probably around 1,000 humans. Okay, and they are they have stayed in pretty much the Atlanta and suburban Atlanta area.
Correct.
So in just the suburban Atlanta area, there were about 1,000 people. Those numbers, I mean, there's not gonna be a lot of people in between the major cities. So if you stay put in one place, because the world's done, there's no manufacturing going on. There's no replenishing of resources going on. So you set down roots in one place. As soon as you do, your circle of foraging has to immediately get wider and wider and wider and wider. And pretty soon you're going as far away from the base as you possibly can, and you're still not able to find any food or any supplies. By staying on the move, you can continuously raid and forage from all of the supplies and all of the stores and shops and towns and everything all along the road and all along the way. I'm saying get way the hell away from Atlanta. I'm saying head west. Don't stop till you hit the Pacific.
Mm-hmm.
And if by doing that, I think you have a much better chance of keeping your resources plenty. Yes, you're going to have to stay on guard more. You're going to have to be a more alert and aware society or group. But I mean, they figured out stuff like they climb up on trucks to sleep, and I mean, hammocks. I mean,
well, think about the alternative though. Is that if you stay put, and you have people in power like Rick, who have a sense of balance, right?
Right.
You could turn that into if the prison didn't. First of all, there are two reasons why the prison wasn't a good thing. One was the back wall was completely crushed in,
right,
and there were still walkers constantly trickling in,
right.
But and then there was the thing with the governor,
right.
But if you had a place where there was enough land, you could become an almost vegetarian society, because pigs breed disease, but corn doesn't.
Right.
You don't turn
right.
into a corn zombie.
Right.
And by the way, Corn Zombies is registered by Rockula Productions.
Trademark.
Yeah.
2014.
So
Monsanto.
If you did have, for instance, we're gonna.
Oh man, that's what zombie corn is.
Monsanto. Monzambo. But look at what we have coming up in the future, which I predicted, and that is they're going to Richmond, right?
Right.
If they have walls in Richmond, and if they have a balanced person up at the top, then that means that there's room somewhere to farm.
Yeah, but we haven't ran into a whole lot of balanced people at the top.
Well, that's because you gotta find some reasonable people somewhere along the way.
See, that's what I'm saying, man. I'm just saying stay mobile. Keep moving, find the resources, and stay on the move.
The next question comes because of the fact that the termites died before we could find out if they were going to turn. So, if you eat the infected meat of someone who has been bitten, do you eventually turn?
I don't think so. I mean, first of all, by far and away, you have to cook it. As long as you get it to 145 to 160 degrees, you're good to go. And even if you don't cook it, I mean, we're all infected already. The zombification or whatever doesn't manifest itself until you die. So, I mean, now could the bacteria or whatever from the tainted meat end up killing you and then you turn anyway? Sure, but I don't think especially the cooked meat, because they were cooking it for sure. They cooked it. I don't think there was anything wrong with it. I mean, we cook out botulism and E. coli out of meat every day when we cook it. As long as you heat it above 145 degrees, you're good to go.
What about mad cow disease?
Again, as long as you cook it above 160 degrees, you're good to go.
Then why did they have to recall all that tainted meat?
Because fat fucks like me order medium rare and rare steaks at steakhouses.
Okay. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's just because I want it to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just want to see somebody turn into some weird hybrid.
Oh no, that'd be cool.
Okay, well that's something that, if anybody can think, there's got to be some hybrid zombies in movies. So that's something I'm gonna have to figure out. Is another episode purely about hybrid zombies. So, I guess I really don't know much about the science to say for sure. So, I guess you're right on that one.
Well, I think that you remember we saw at the CDC like or maybe I'm thinking wrong, and you can cut this out if I am. But at the CDC, weren't they studying the zombies at the CDC?
I don't remember much.
Okay, I think they were, and I think that they showed the person die,
Okay.
and then they were definitely dead. Like there was like MRI brain activity, and there was like no brain activity, and then all of a sudden, brain activity started again, and that was so it was like it was everybody has it, but it doesn't kick in until you're dead. So that's what I'm saying. Even if you ate the raw meat, I don't think it would be so bad. I mean, yeah, you might get sick from eating the raw meat, and if you got sick and got diarrhea and couldn't stop it, and you got dehydrated and you died, zombie. But I don't think just eating the meat of a bitten, infected person is gonna make you a zombie.